Murder by the Book is the first episode of the first season of Columbo and the third episode of the series overall, following the previous two pilots, Prescription Murder and Ransom for a Dead Man. Question of the day: who is your favorite guest star that appeared on Columbo? Leave your answer in the comment section below. While you're there, you can subscribe to my channel. Buy me a coffee if you would like to support this channel. The link is in the description below. Now let's look at Murder by the Book. Murder by the Book was first aired on September the 15th, 1971, and was directed by Steven Spielberg. In addition to Peter Falk as Columbo, the episode stars Jack Cassidy in his first of 3 appearances as the murderer on the show, as well as Rosemary Forsyth, Martin Milner, and Barbara Colby. Ken Franklin, played by Jack Cassidy, is one half of a best-selling duo of mystery writers. Unknown to the public, his contribution is merely handling the public relations for the team, while Jim Ferris, played by Martin Milner, actually writes the books. Jim wanted to end the partnership after the current Mrs. Melville mystery is completed and written on his own, and this has caused a heated argument with Ken, who sees his lavish lifestyle going up in smoke. However, there is still the mutual life insurance policy that the partners have. While Jim is working at their office on a Saturday to finish the last chapter of the final book, Ken visits him to apologize for blowing his stack previously and to grant the divorce that Jim seeks. He plays an obviously false practical joke with an unloaded revolver and breaks open a bottle of champagne to put Jim at ease. Furthermore, Ken insists that Jim take a break and join him for the day at his new lakefront cabin, which Jim has yet to see. We see the beginning of the murder plot when Ken accidentally leaves his cigarette lighter in the office, and he must return to get it while leaving Jim in the car outside. He uses this time to place a list of names of West Coast gangsters in a drawer and to then trash the office, so it will look as though gangsters that Jim was allegedly researching for a book have done it and of course killed Jim. Nearing the cabin, Ken stops at a local grocery store to pick up some supplies and also make a phone call to Jim's wife Joanna, played by Rosemary Forsyth, to establish that he is 2 hours away from the office. Later, we find out that while he was using the payphone, Lily Lasenka, played by Barbara Colby, the nosy widow who owns the store and has obvious designs on Ken Franklin, checked his car to see which girlfriend he had brought with him this weekend and saw Jim Ferris sitting in the passenger seat. Upon reaching the cabin, Jim is uncomfortable about leaving town without telling Joanna, so Ken tells him to call her and tell her that he's working late at the office, and he has done so many times before. Again, this is 1971, and people were still in the habit of using operators to place long-distance calls. Jim does precisely that, and Ken has to stop him so that Joanna won't know that Jim is not calling from the office. This also establishes the direct dial call on Ken's phone bill as though it is the call that he made to Joanna, not from the payphone at the market. During the phone call, Ken shoots Jim with the pistol that now has cartridges in it, and then Joanna calls the police and sends them to the office. As a daring and useful way to dispose of Jim's body, Ken returns to Los Angeles with Jim in the trunk of his car. He later dumps the body on his own lawn at night and calls the police, telling them that this is a message from the gangsters and that he had better not follow in Jim's footsteps. Lily pesters Ken about the murder so that he is forced to talk to her. While they are talking at a restaurant, Lily asks Ken for $15,000. She'll never ask him anything else after, but she wants to put a price to her silence just this once. They have a second date in her home behind the store where they drink a lot, dine heartily, and he says he'll give her the money. And she insists that she's got class and honor, so he won't hear of her afterward. After drinking well and much, she starts to realize the awkwardness of the situation. Knowing that he won't have a second chance, he hits her on the head, goes to one of her rental rowboats on the lake, throws her body into the lake, and their champagne bottles, overturns the boat, and swims to the shore. When Columbo, played by Peter Falk, first met Ken Franklin at Joanna's house, he suspected Ken from the start. He pondered, why did he drive back from San Diego instead of taking a plane? Columbo continues to pester him. He suspects something when he hears that a local shop assistant has died of a freak accident. The final clue is given to Columbo when he finds a matchbook on which Jim Ferris has written down an idea for a book by Ferris and Franklin, this very same scenario. When Columbo arrests Ken, he says that this murder plot really was his, the only really good idea he ever had. He had told it to Jim 5 years earlier, but who knew that idiot would write it down? Thank you so much for watching Columbo Trivia, Columbo Murder by the Book. Buy me a coffee if you would like to support this channel. The link is in the description below. Have a great day.